Good evening, everyone. It's November 15th, 2023, and yeah, that looks like a red session on the ES. However, we closed well above yesterday's close. NASDAQ also closing above yesterday's close. Dow clearly closing far above yesterday's close and high. And the Russell was managing to get a move on, got stuck in this zone over here, and not the best close. And actually, right now during the external trading hours, we have broken that low of the day, and it looks like we might be coming back to somewhere around here. We'll see. Data-wise, PPI, we also had PPI and retail sales. As far as I know, one of them came in a bit hot, one of them came in a bit cold. It kind of balanced each other out. I mentioned that what I was looking for was kind of a run up overnight, get a sell around that PPI or the open sort of thing, and it would get bid up, and that is what we had. We opened, I think, a tick or two right around the previous day's high, give or take. Got a bit of a sell and then climbed upwards. However, we were not able to really make any sort of meaningful move upwards. We weren't able to take out the overnight high, and instead we dipped around, got to kind of yesterday's close-ish, and found bids there. NASDAQ was lagging. And I'd mentioned this wasn't too surprising, right? Look, the NASDAQ is trading right around the high of the year. The S&P has a ways to go. We're not into these highs yet. And the NASDAQ was lagging. It broke the overnight low by a pretty solid margin. It wasn't really able to push up very high. It had a gap up and wasn't able to sustain that. It just kind of meandered around. Tomorrow, unemployment data, pre-market, 8:30 a.m., industrial production numbers at 9:15. Look, we had a pretty small range today. Here, let's open up another chart, so I'm not just yapping at you guys. Where is this? There we go. Here we are. Take this off. Goes on to a 5-minute. Make it a little bit prettier. There we go. Here's today's RTH range. High of the day around 35, right? 36 and 3/4. Low of the day RTH around 10. That's only a 26-point range. I thought we'd be able to get more so out to that kind of 30-40 area. I was trying to catch some knives, I suppose, around 16, broke even on that, 14, broke even on that. I was trying to find some sort of long around here. I was really hoping we'd get into kind of this area and be able to find the long. Right now, we're breaking the prior day's low. That's what's happening over here, breaking the prior day's low. NASDAQ doing the same thing. Again, 5-minute chart. Here's the low of the day, 8:30-ish. We've broken that. I think the Dow is doing the same thing. Oh no, Dow is actually still chilling around IB mid, and the Russell has broken the prior day's low. So I wonder if we're finally going to break a prior day's low in the RTH. Going back to this chart here, check this out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 days with one previous day's low breaking. The Qs are actually at 15 days with one previous day low break. I don't think we're going to have some sort of monster downside session. Maybe the furthest we get is breaking yesterday's low of the day, as well as this low from Tuesday, and then we find some bids. I still do think overall this is going to be some sort of buy the dip sort of thing, especially around here, this kind of 85 number. This looks to be a key spot here, right off that 5-minute candle, the CPI print, kind of the high there, lines up with kind of the open of Tuesday. I think this ends up being a buyish area, this kind of 70 to 85 spot. And really that'd be lining up with kind of a 30-40 point range day, right? 45.10 down to something like that. That's 25 points. Maybe if we move a bit further upwards, I would imagine we at least kind of test this 20 spot. So we've got a high of the day somewhere around there, low of the day somewhere around there. I think that's a pretty safe bet. That's what I'm kind of looking for tomorrow. Tearing off these indicators, blah, 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 blah. Switch it to the RTH, 5-minute chart. That's going to be kind of my pivot on the day. Something like this. Not the exact high of the day, but this looks to be like a level. So kind of from here, settlement highs, kind of the point of control, the IB mid, I think, yeah, the IB mid's around here. All this sort of stuff. That's going to be my pivot. The close. And if we open below there, if we open kind of near the previous day's low, if we open below value area low, I imagine we're not going to be trading above value area high, which is 450.78. On the futures, what is that? 45.28. Yeah, that kind of makes sense to me. In that scenario, perhaps a short that looks something like, I don't know, perhaps something like this, you know? And we get into something like that. Perhaps something like this. Perhaps it continues down again towards that open area. I'm not too sure. But I think it'll overall be a nice day of two-way trade. We haven't really built much structure or volume here yet. We've spent 2 days, not really that much. If we were able to spend a third day, that's when I think things start to get a little bit more interesting. Similar to here where we spent 1, 2, 3 days, and then we started to be able to get some sort of selling happening. That's kind of what I'd want to see here. Let's spend a few days. Let's see it open at the lows, structure and volume above us, and then we can really get short biased. I think tomorrow ends up being kind of a two-way trading sort of session. That's all I really have. Friday is OPEX, I believe. Some minor data. I think tomorrow could be a nice red session, but in reality, you get a nice buy the dip sort of opportunity intraday. That's all I got. Hope that makes sense. Hope that helps. Have a great night. Trade safe.